Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hot Pots Virtual Pub Quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Welcome everybody. It's Monday night. It's time for the Lancashire Hot Pots Virtual Pub Quiz. I'm Dickie. I'm your quiz master for this evening. If you've never played the quiz before, why not join in and play it with us tonight? Listen, if you're going to do that, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a pen, you're going to need paper. More importantly, you're going to need a drink and some nibbles just to make it an absolutely luxury experience. If you're playing along at home with us on a Monday night, if you're a regular, come on, type your name in. You know what to do now. If there's a couple of you and you've got a team name, whack that in as well. And if you can tag a friend and maybe persuade them to play along with you tonight so who gets the best score, do that now. Listen, why you do all that? Because that's a lot of things. I'm going to speak to my mates, the Lancashire Hot Pots. You know them. We all love them. First up is Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hiya, my name's Bernard and I'm from Lancashire.
Hey! Well done. Thanks for joining us tonight, Bernard. How are you doing this Monday evening?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, I've got some paper and I've got a pen. So
legitimate quizzing accompaniments.
50% of the way there.
It's the only way to do it. Hey, we had a busy weekend. We'll talk about the busy weekend that we had the weekend just gone, but it was a busy one, wasn't it? Lots of things.
Yeah, we did a bit, we left a bit, save a bit for Monday morning, save a bit for Monday evening, like we've done now.
Great stuff, great stuff. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But the most important thing I want to know now is what's your drink and your nibbles for tonight?
Well, we're going into uncharted territory.
Oh.
We may have come across this drink before. I know I've had it several times, and some of you have, but I don't think we've had it on the quiz before. It's a classic Innis and Gunn lager beer.
Oh, I always think Innis and Gunn would be the good name for, like some sort of duet. Maybe a club turn.
Show.
Yeah, in the big can as well, in the 500. So
500.
It's a 5 thing. Beautiful.
I like the fact they called it lager beer as well.
It's lager beer, yeah. And something that I know has never happened on the quiz before. I've got a little bit sweet.
Oh.
Ladles and jelly spoons for nibbles tonight. I've got a packet of fruit pastels.
Oh. Now,
can you eat the whole packet without chewing on them?
Oh, chewing it was, wasn't it? Not sucking. Yeah, put it in your mouth without chewing it.
Look, Bob, what you get up to in your own time.
No. Yeah.
Maybe we set a challenge.
Have a quick guess then. What colour is the first one out of the packet? Go on.
Green.
Yellow.
Green.
Red.
Yellow. Purple. Oh. Yeah,
It's
give them all.
It's confusing. It's just sort of beige.
It looks purpley to me.
Looks purple, yeah, looks purpley.
Yeah, I think Kenny's won that one. And what does it take? What beige colour does it taste of?
Tastes a bit purple.
Fine.
I think we should set you a challenge after that one. Pop one at the beginning of the quiz and see if you can suck it for the whole 10 questions.
The next one is also a colour I don't recognise. So, yeah, we'll do it with that one.
Okay.
It'll never last. You've got to chew,
Nice.
Anyway, you carry on not chewing while I speak to the next member along. It's Bob. Bob, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, everybody. I've been away for a little while. I'm back. I'm Bob. I'm from Lancashire.
Yes. Thanks for joining us tonight, Bob. Are you in a different room, sir?
In the bedroom today, yes.
Oh, aye.
I'm usually in the front room, but there's... they're watching Grease 2. Grease 2's on the telly, so...
Oh, no.
Bob, can I ask you a very important bedroom question?
Of course you can.
Are you wearing trousers?
I'm wearing trousers, yes. They are
elasticated trousers.
Yeah.
We wrote a song about those.
It's just that, I've seen a thing about when people are on, like, Zoom meetings, they dress from the waist up, but don't bother.
I'm fully clothed. You don't need to worry about that.
But how is your snack and your drink tonight then, Bob?
So, for the snack, there's always a bag of these in our house because the wife loves them. but I've nabbed them for this evening. It's Thai sweet chili Walker Sensation.
Ooh,
She's a woman of taste.
don't go getting any crumbs on that bedspread, you.
No. We've got a little Hoover anyway. We've got a little Hoover that if they do, I can just Hoover it up.
That's the dog, isn't it?
It's what?
That's the dog, isn't it?
Yeah, that kind of. Yeah, very, very hairy and leaving hair.
Are we talking about Jan again now? Or
Ooh, what? So to watch those Thai sweets chili sensations down, I've got a beer. It's a limited edition beer by Brewdog.
Excuse me.
And it's quite appropriate for these times. It's called Lockdown.
Oh, it's guava and grapefruit pilsner.
It is indeed. It's 4.7%.
What does she taste like? What does she taste like?
Oh, she's delicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious, yes.
How on earth, with so many weeks in, 30 plus weeks, are we not sponsored by Brewdog? How?
Sort it out, people. Sort it out. Anyway, I shall leave you to your guava-based beverage while we speak to the next hot potter along. It's Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
All right, Cockers, Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Of course it is.
Fantastic. Joining us once again from the Death Star, I see, yes?
Yeah, I like it here. It's nice. I'm just going to stay here for a bit now.
Yeah. No,
you've got a bad reputation, but it's not all bad. It's not all bad.
And the thing is, with the Death Star, there's always plenty of hand wash in the toilets.
Yep. It's very clean. Very clean.
They've all got masks on as well, so, you know.
Excellent. And what you drinking your nibbles for tonight, Kenny?
Right, I've got some good stuff tonight.
Come on, then.
As people may well know, and I've got the T-shirt on, this weekend it was Brewdog Collab Fest 2020.
How are we not sponsored by Brewdog?
Well, yeah. For those that don't know, Collab Fest is what Brewdog do every year. Basically, people from the different bars around, not just the UK, but some of the European bars as well, go to local breweries and they come up with a beer together, like a collaboration between people from that bar and that brewery, and then you've got all these crazy beers that they do, and then you just have like it starts as a weekend, but they obviously have some left over here and there, and you go in and they've still got some on, and then you just try and, sample the beers. It's like a little mini beer festival. So that was this weekend, but unfortunately we're in lockdown, so we can't all go to the bars like we normally do. As you know, I go a bit crazy at this time, don't I? And even more so, drag you to the Brewdog bars after the gigs and flights of all the different things. So I've had to get some takeout from the Liverpool bar this year to have from home. And I've served a really nice special one. So this is by Tiny Rebel, which are are very well known and one of my favourite breweries, and the Brewdog Swansea bar. I can't remember what it's called. It's called Superhero something that I looked on Untappd on my phone before, but now I'm using Untappd for this. I'm using my phone for this. Superhero something or other. The most important bit is it's 13% stout.
Oh, Kenny's going to win tonight.
It's like a salted caramel popcorn desserty stout, and it's lovely.
Yeah,
they're like beta blockers.
The way that they've had like a festival of collaborations, and they've called it Collab Fest. Bang on the money.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's like if you've ever had the Amundsen stouts, like the dessert in a can or anything like that. It's kind of along those lines. Very nice.
To go with your Oofa Doofa.
I'll stop waffling. I've got some M&M's crunchy caramel.
Lovely. They're nice, those.
So that was, have you got
the number of an emergency dentist?
Yeah. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have an absolutely fantastic Monday. Cheers for that, Kenny. And last but by no means least tonight, we've got Dr. Ron to speak to. Ron, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Cockers. My name's Dr. Ron, and I'm calling you from Lancashire.
Yes, of course he is. Lovely to see you again tonight, Ron. Let's cut to the chase. Food and drink, what have you got to entertain your palate?
Like last week, no food because I've just had my tea.
Okay.
So don't want to spoil it. Don't want to spoil it. So yeah. So but if you, I did have ribeye steak. So that's why.
Hey, how much do you pay him? Ribeye steak on a Monday?
Well, the thing is, Bernard, what I was thinking is, listening to the new tunes that we're recording, I'm thinking this next album is going to sell at least 6, maybe even 7 copies. So I'm pushing a boat out now, and I'm thinking, live life like a king. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing at this minute in time.
Okay.
But drink-wise, and as Bernard said, how are we not sponsored by these people? I'm on a Brewdog Hazy Jane.
Oh, nice.
Hello. Well, there's a couple of people. If there was points for beers tonight, I think some of you would be on the leaderboard already. Unfortunately, there's not. There's only points for questions, 10 of which are about to come into your ears right now. Remember, no answers in the box below. Just write them on your sheet. That's what you got your pen and paper for. That's why I told you to get them before. Hot Pots on my Zoom call. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hot Potters at home. Are you ready?
I can't hear you.
Well, let's get quizzing.
Yes.
Question number 1, as always, is about the music. And I want to know, it's short, it's sweet, what was the debut single for Oasis? Was it A, Supersonic, B, Shaker Maker, or C, Live Forever? The Brothers Gallagher, Bonehead, Guigsy, Tony McCarroll with his Classical Gas, the original lineup, and some would say the best of Oasis, but what was their first single? Was it A, Supersonic, B, Shaker Maker, or C, Live Forever? What do you reckon? Question number 2 is Bernard's nemesis, which is all about films, although he's been doing quite well with the films round of late. And the Coen brothers have directed a fair few films in their time, most of them quite good. But what are their first names? Is it A, Larry and Andy? Is it B, Joel and Ethan? Or is it C, Peter and Bobby?
Yeah.
The Coen brothers, producing, directing those fantastic films. But what's their first names? A, Larry and Andy, B, Joel and Ethan, or C, Peter and Bobby? Question number 3 is egg sausage, chips and beans, and it's all about eggs this week and Eggsy. And even though we've already had an Eggsy with Kingsman, this particular Eggsy is a member of the Welsh comedy rap combo Goldie Looking Chain. Now then, I'm going to give you 3 names of people who are also in Goldie Looking Chain, but one of them I've just made up. Which one is it? Is it A, DJ Flatpack, B, DCI Burnside, or C, MC Flat Press? So there's 2 members of the real Goldie Looking Chain there, and one I've just made up. Who is it? A, DJ Flatpack, B, DCI Burnside, or C, MC Flat Press? One of those isn't a member of the Goldie Looking Chain.
I saw those at a festival years ago. They were very, very good.
Excellent, that's what we like to hear.
They were just at their very, very peak. And it was an afternoon at a festival, and it was great.
I like the fact that we've never peaked, so for us, there isn't any down yet. We're just plateauing. Question number 4, bitter lager, cider, ale and stout. And this week it's bitter. And I'm talking London Pride, a beer that's been brewed since 1959. But by which brewery? Is it A, Young's, B, Fuller's, or C, Whitbread? So London Pride is a tasty beer. You can get it nationwide. But who brews the darn thing? Is it A, Young's, B, Fuller's, or C, Whitbread?
This is the first time in any quiz that I've written 3 of the answers down before you've given us options.
He's a confident hot potter tonight. A confident hot potter.
Quick on the Googling for this week.
Pride comes before a fall. This we know. We're not even a third of the way through the quiz.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just writing things down.
Okay, well, you do that. There is. What's that technique whereby you do like a free form writing?
It's called writing.
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for correcting me. Actually, we've had 4 questions. We are more than a third of the way through the quiz. This might be the clincher. It's question number 5. It's our crisps question. You can keep.
No, it's question number 4, isn't it?
Is it not? No, I've
5.
Don't confuse
5.
me. 5.
This is number 5.
Question 4 is bitter lager cider ale stout. Come on.
James going to my head.
Yeah. Remember the format. Remember the
Cocodamols are kicking in now. That's what's up.
Yes. Question number 5. Crisps. You can keep crisps fresher for longer by storing them in the freezer. Is that true or is that false? You can keep crisps fresher for longer by putting them in the freezer. Is that true? Is that false? What do you reckon? I reckon the next question is question number 6, and it's all about the Lancashire Hot Pots. This week I want to know what 2 place names are mentioned in the song Egg, Sausage, Chips and Beans.
Oh.
There are 2 locations, cities. I'm going to give you a bit of a clue. From boop to boop and all the in-betweens.
I've got it.
No.
Yeah.
Having played the song through your head.
It's one of the songs that I only need a little bit of help with. So I knew that one.
That's because it's great words.
Do you know what? I'm really confident that I'm going to get at least 4 questions right tonight.
I'm doing shocking here.
I like a confident hot potter.
What's new?
Whoa! What's new, Ronnie Cat?
Oh. Hey, I tell you what. Question number 7 is: we love the North, and as we know, us in Lancashire celebrate Lancashire Day on November the 27th. But when is Yorkshire Day? Oh, here's some options. Here's some options. A, the 1st of June. B, the 1st of July. Or C, the 1st of August. Big hello to our Yorkshire brethren. Hi. Doth of the cap. There's more that unites us than separates us. But when is your Yorkshire Day? Is it A, the 1st of June, B, the 1st of July, or C, the 1st of August?
And just to put it out there, if there's any real Lancashire Hot Pot fans from Lancashire, if you get that question right, you actually will be deducted 2 points.
Pay no attention to him. He's not the quiz master. I am your quiz master. I know what he's getting at now. Friendly bands. Question number 8 is everyone loves a Bernard, but nobody loves a Bernard anymore because this week we love a Billy, and the Billy in question is Billy Joel.
Oh, this is for Bob.
Oh, Billy Joel. Now then, Billy had a hit in October 1983 with Uptown Girl, but what position did it reach in the UK charts? Did it reach A, number 3 in the charts? Did it reach B, number 2 in the charts? Or did it reach C, number 1 in the UK hit parade? What's it to be? How successful was that song? Did it go to A, number 3 in the charts, B, number 2 in the charts, or C, Britain's number 1 in the charts?
Bob, you really like Billy Joel, don't you?
I love Billy Joel, yeah. I'm not encyclopedic about his statistics and figures and discography success.
Would you prefer a Joel or a Joel?
I say Joel, Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Joel.
Question number 9 is TV. And tonight I want to know what TV show provided BBC Sales with a third of its 1997 profits. Was it A, Top Gear, B, Teletubbies, or C, Doctor Who? The year is 1997. Which TV show provided BBC sales with a third of its 1997 profits? A. Top Gear, B. Teletubbies, or C. Doctor Who?
Can I just say before we move on, I'll say it now so people don't think I've cheated.
Carry on.
I've changed one of the place names in the egg, sausage, chips and beans.
Okay.
Okay.
Full disclosure from Dr. Ron Seal.
Yes, thank you.
He's an
Have to be honest.
an honest doctor.
Yeah. But I'm not very good with the confidential stuff.
If you want to know anything about any of the patients he's treating, just hit him up. Hit him up on the Twitters.
And Bob, would you say that he's done that because that's how long it's taken him to Google it?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Right.
Quite possibly, yeah.
How long it's took me to sing the song in the head while you were all talking.
And finally, question number 10 tonight is our potluck question. And in the town of Tuzin in Poland, images of Winnie the Pooh are banned from all playgrounds and children's areas. Is that true or is that false? In the town of Tuzin in Poland, images of Winnie the Pooh are banned from all playgrounds and children's areas. Is that true or is that false?
These true or false questions are getting more and more random every week.
Those are your 10 questions for a Monday evening. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you think you did so far before you got the answers? Ooh, could be good, could be bad. Let's all have
Enjoyed
a
that. Yeah, what are you drinking? What you
well,
got?
it's funny. We've already got one person on the Kenny with his collab from the Tiny Rebel. I'm on a Pump Up the Jam. It's a jam donut pale ale. It's very nice, but in fact, I don't know whether what I'm eating, which is one of the most sensational packets of snacks I've had for quite some time, I might actually keep it a secret because I might want you to road test it in Corn Snack Corner.
Corn Snack Corner.
Let me just try them. They are. I'll just hold that to the camera.
Ooh. Like a chipstick.
They've got so. But let me break that open. They're fluffy on the inside. They've got such a dusty coating on the outside. And this, I want you to try them. I don't want to give the game away, but they are, I think, the nicest snack I've had for many a month.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
That's a very bold statement. Anyway, yeah. Saturday just gone was Frostfest. That was good. I've never played from a river island before. So, yeah, it was good. And as soon as we finished pre-recording our bit for Frostfest, we went back into the studio for more recording for the Hot Pots Christmas album, everybody.
Wow!
Yeah, the kind of the musical skeletons we've kind of been working on at the start are now becoming a bit more fleshy.
Yes.
And it's kind of it's what this end product is going to be is becoming clearer, and
slower.
Tremendously excited about it.
It's. I mean, I know we've not released an album for a while, and it's it is obviously a seasonal offering, but there's some absolute corkers on there. There really are
absolute bangers.
I said there's it's going to range from the sublime to the ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants, who wouldn't want one of the best Christmases that they've had for quite some time? And I think maybe you'll get that in a little bit by buying the Lancashire Hot Pots album.
Definitely. Is it a pre-order this week? Will we be
I might have the pre-order set up for the end of this week.
Good stuff.
And I'm only going to be ordering a certain number. I mean, I'm not going to order like 2,000 because who does that these days? So pre-orders are advised because if you don't pre-order and then there's a rush on, you might not get one.
Okay.
And we've got calendars as well. You've all signed the calendars, haven't you, chaps?
We have indeed.
It's a heavy luxury item.
It's quality luxury item.
Very, very good. You could buy it. You would buy it in Wizard or Woolworths if there was any Woolworths.
You know that a piece of Hot Pot merch is high quality when Billy says, "Have you got any spares?"
And
I take one of these home.
He just leaves it there like he did the bottle of kebablishment last week.
Yeah. But we weren't sent the number that we were promised. So an angry email, not angry, a terse email has been sent to express my disappointment that there's 100 calendars missing.
Yeah, it's the classic. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Just disappointed. Oh, you showed me your answers there, Bob.
I was just checking that you can see my iPad screen. I've gone all high tech this week, and I've written my answers down on an iPad.
Just so people don't think I'm cheating, I've just changed the answer to question number 1.
Bobby,
And the thing is, we know you changed your answer because you crossed it out. Whereas if Bob changes his answer, no one will know.
No one will know.
Yeah, just retype
Take
it.
word for it. I'm a man of honour. I would not cheat.
So I've got to get Billy
Just accuse everyone else of cheating.
Yeah. I've got to get Billy to sign those calendars when I, and then they'll go in the store. So it's an exciting time in Hot Pot Land. But tell you what's more exciting: the possibility of getting 10 answers to 10 questions. So let's dive on in there. So question number 1 was music, and I said what song was the debut single for Oasis? A, Supersonic, B, Shaker Maker, or C, Live Forever? Bernard, what do you think? Oh, first off, can we have your all right mucka mucka voice for the boys and girls at home?
Yeah, it's all right, mucka mucka, all right, kidda kidda, ch. All right, so basically what I thought was going down with this answer was like, basically, I wasn't alive when Oasis was born, so because I'm only like 15 or something, so basically I've just had a guess or something or nothing, so I went with Supersonic Arcade.
Okay, and even though we've already seen Bob's answer, would you like to show it again for the boys and girls at home?
Yes. I put Supersonic.
Okay, Kenny.
I know it's not Live Forever. I wasn't sure between Supersonic and Shaker Maker, but I figured Supersonic was a bit of a bigger song, so I think you'd go for that for your debut, wouldn't you? So I think it's that, but I'm not confident.
And Ron.
I'm not confident.
Supersonic.
It was Supersonic. Well done to everybody who put that. Reaching number 4 in the UK charts in April 1994. Very confident start.
Like I said, I wasn't born then, but I've looked back on YouTube videos and I've seen what history has made.
Yeah, what they did back in them days. So question 2.
Just before question 2, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Sadie, my youngest girl, has given me a mince pie.
Mince pie, very festive.
She cooked herself. She baked herself.
Wow, says me trousers.
Wow. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Sadie.
You all sound surprised that Sadie's made a mince pie. She is 28.
Question number 2 is it's films. And I said, what's the first names of the Coen brothers? Is it A, Larry and Andy, B, Joel and Ethan, or C, Peter and Bobby? Bernard, you sounded quite convinced that you got the right answer here.
Yeah, I don't like films. I haven't seen any films. The only films I have seen have been produced by Coen brothers because they're the only things I see. So I know for a fact it's Joel and Ethan.
He's confident. Bob, what do you reckon?
With a mouthful of mince pie.
Yeah.
I'll put Joel. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
No.
This is the problem, isn't it? With
technology.
Now
he's searching Google, yeah. Okay, right, okay. Joel and Ethan from Bob. Kenny.
Names. Wasn't sure. Didn't think it was C, but I've gone down the middle with Joel and Ethan.
Okay, and finally Ron.
Yeah, Joel and Ethan.
It was indeed B, Joel and Ethan. Well done if you got that. Of course, Larry and Andy were the original Wachowski siblings, and Peter and Bobby were the Farrelly brothers. There you go.
For those people at home, if you haven't seen all of these films, then really you should just watch them all because they're all fantastic. My favourite being Lebowski, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Blood Simple's really good though. Blood
Sim-
Simple's fantastic.
It is a marvellous film. Fink has its moments, and yeah, but they're a fantastic band of brothers.
So, question 3 was Egg Sausage, Chips and Beans, and I said Eggsy is a member of Goldie Looking Chain. One of these people isn't a member of Goldie Looking Chain. Who is it? A, DJ Flatpack, B, DCI Burnside, or C, MC Flat Press? Bernard, what did your rapping knowledge tell you about the false member of the JLC?
Not too sure, but I know that a DJ and an MC are things that happened, so I went for B or RL Burnside.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, isn't DCI Burnside a character in The Bill?
Okay, yeah, that's what you're going
That's
for.
why I
The
put that.
falsy.
Gold Looking Chain.
Kenny?
Yeah, I originally thought the same thing, that DCI Burnside was indeed from the bill. But then when I listened to A and C, they sounded a bit similar, Flat Pack and Flat Press. So I thought it was conceivable that they'd have something as daft as Burnside from the bill, but they wouldn't have a Flat Pack and a Flat Press. So I just took a punt on Flat Pack, because they have lots of MCs, but I don't know how many DJs they have.
And finally, Ron.
I went DCI Burnside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the person who isn't a member of the Goldie Looking Chain is A, DJ Flatpack.
Oh.
So DCI Burnside and MC Flat Press are indeed members of the chain. DJ
Wow.
Flatpack, I just made up. Question 4 was Bitter Lager, Cider, Ale and Stout, and I said, who brews London Pride? Is it A, Young's, B, Fuller's, or C, Whitbread? Any solid drinker should know the answer to this. Bernard, you're a boozer. You should know this. What is it?
One of the answers I wrote down before the options came out is Fuller's.
Full of confidence with the Fullers. Bob.
I didn't know. I put Young's.
Kenny.
Yeah, it's one of those things, no one ever calls it, just London Pride, did it? It's always Fuller's London Pride. So I've got on Fuller's.
And Ron.
Fuller's.
It is indeed B, Fuller's.
Wriggles, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Call
No.
yourself a drinker.
No, never drunk it.
Well, neither have I. I've never tasted it in my life, but it's one of them things that you just know.
Very
it's
nice.
like, when were you born? Fuller's London Pride. Exactly. You just know these things.
How many quizzes have you won?
Last week.
How many have I won?
Not last week. So on form, I've got the right to have a do.
Yeah, Googling the answers.
Yeah. Question number 5 was all about crisps, and I said you can keep crisps fresher for longer by storing them in the freezer. Is that true or is that false? Bernard, what does your science tell you?
It's false. You're thinking about meat.
Bob?
I think anything you put in the freezer it freezes it in time, so I must keep it fresh. I put true.
Okay. Kenny?
Yeah, I think I've got this one wrong. I kept going in between the two. But people put like bread and stuff in the freezer, don't they? So why not crisps? But I stuck with my first answer, which is false. I don't think it's wrong now.
Okay. And finally, Ron?
I went true.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's true. Well, according to a random page on the internet. But you know what I'm going to do now, and we can clip this in the future. I'm going to put a packet of crisps in the freezer now, and I'm going to store it in the freezer for 12 months, and like a time capsule, like they used to do on Blue Peter, for a future episode of Corn Snack Corner.
Corn Snack Corner.
We're going to have cryogenically frozen Corn Snack Corner, and we will eat
Cryogenically frozen
Corn Snack Corner.
we will eat a packet of crisps that have been frozen for a year to see whether that is true or not.
What you should do is 12 months on is buy another packet of the same crisps and see if we can tell.
Now then.
Now that.
Do you remember when we used to get
excited for next
crisps out of the vending machine at Parr Street? Chilled.
Lovely, lovely chilled
yeah.
crisps.
They were nice.
Something you can try at home. Put a bag of crisps in the fridge. Cool and delicious, straight from the fridge. Question number 6 was the Lancashire Hot Pots, and I said, which 2 place names are in egg sausage, chips and beans? Bernard was quite confident.
Yeah, another one I wrote before the options came out. It's Glasgow to Southampton.
Bob.
From Glasgow to Southampton.
Kenny.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the Glasgow at first, couldn't remember the Southampton, but got there in the end.
And Ron.
Yeah, I was the same as Kenny. Couldn't remember the Glasgow at first, but then I went for it. Yeah.
Full marks for you there. By the way, if at home you only got 1, then that's half a point for you. Question number 7, Wheel of the North, was all about Yorkshire Day, and I said, when was Yorkshire Day? Is it A, the 1st of June, B, the 1st of July, or C, the 1st of August? Now, I appreciate, Bernard, that all of our Yorkshire knowledge is maybe a little bit lacking in certain areas, but what did you plump for on this one?
Just picked anything. I'm born in June, so I just went with June.
Okay, Bob?
I didn't know the answer to this. I'm hard pushed to remember when Lancashire Day is, if I'm honest. Sorry, guys. I just put 1st of August.
Kenny?
Yeah, I've got no idea, and I've gone for A and B on all the other multiple choice answers, so I thought I'd go for a C on this one, so I went for C, August.
Okay, and finally, Ron?
I thought Yorkshire Day would be getting out the way as soon as possible so we could have better and more authentic celebrations. So I went with 1st of June.
Okay, the correct answer is C, the 1st of August.
You see, this is what happens when Rigsy and Body get in the quiz. Like these like guess your answers. How do they get them? They pretend they don't know, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 they've just got the answer.
See what it is?
Of 3.
Yeah, and Kenny's really good at logic. I think must be something to do with the computer programmer in him. He doesn't know the answer. He kind of works it out with logic and things, and he's very good at that.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And Bob works out the answers like he works out a lot of his lessons just by Googling it.
Anyway, question number 8 was Everyone Loves a Billy, and it's Billy Joel. And I said his hit Uptown Girl was a massive UK smash, but what number did it get to in the charts? A, number 3, B, number 2, or C, Britain's number 1? Bernard, what do you think?
I think it got to the highest place it could on merit, which is 3. It's not a very good song.
Oh, Bob might have words with you on that one.
Yeah, basically, shut up. It got to number 1. It was a number 1 song in the UK. It was an absolute smash.
Kenny?
Yeah, I think I was quite young when this came up, but I seem to remember on Top of the Pops it being number 1 was always the one that they had at the end, and it
the video was on every week.
With, and it was on every week, so I took a punt on number 1 because I'm pretty sure I remember it being on Top of the Pops a few weeks at the end.
And Ron?
I went number 2.
Bob's right, it got to number 1. So it's C, the toppermost of the poppermost. And of course, it was written for and about Billy's supermodel girlfriend, Christy Brinkley.
He also had a supermodel girlfriend, Elle Macpherson, at the same time.
Oh.
What he did or she did?
Who, Christy Brinkley?
It was a video very Grease, and it was like a car mechanic dude. And
Yeah, it's not his best song. It's terrible, in fact.
It's not his best song.
It was a popular one, though.
Yeah, it got to number 1 in the charts. You can't knock it.
Yeah. Number 1 song.
Question 9 was TV. And I said, which TV show provided BBC sales with a third of its 1997 profits? A, Top Gear, B, Teletubbies, or C, Doctor Who? Bernard, what do you think?
I'm not bothered anymore. That Billy Joel question's really changed my mood. I've got Tubbies.
Bob?
Yeah, I think it's Teletubbies also.
Kenny?
Yeah, I think I might have got this one wrong, because with BBC, it's not what's popular here, because that's not how the BBC gets the profits, but it's what they sell to other people. And at the time, Teletubbies was quite big, wasn't it? But I've gone to see Doctor Who, because it was around that time where you had McGann, wasn't it, as the 8th Doctor, so I think it's probably Teletubbies, but again, I've stuck with
the Who. And finally, Ron?
I've spelt it wrong, but I've gone Teletubbies.
It's B, Teletubbies.
Yeah, I thought so.
Now stretching
Damn.
to 485 episodes.
A third of the BBC, a third.
A third
lot,
of the
isn't it?
overseas sales, like Kenny was saying, that the profits are generated by selling to other networks across the globe. So everything to play for on this last one, which is our potluck question. And I said in the town of Tuzin in Poland, images of Winnie the Pooh are banned from all playgrounds and children's areas. Sounds incredible for such a beloved children's character. Bernard, what do you reckon? True or false?
I think the fact that there's a semi-naked bear running around who's named Pooh would be offensive to most people. So, yeah, true.
Okay, Bob?
I didn't know. I've given up trying to suss out the logic in your thinking. So I just guessed. I put true.
Kenny?
Yeah, I figured Winnie the Pooh being one of those that doesn't wear trousers. I took a punt on true.
And Ron?
Yeah, I've gone true as well.
It is true.
Wow.
So in the town of Tuzin, Winnie the Pooh is banned from playgrounds as he is deemed to be an inappropriate hermaphrodite due to the fact he doesn't wear pants and has non-gender specific genitalia.
and a girl's name. So
Well, yeah.
that's why I referred to Winnie the Pooh as Winnie the Pooh and not him or her, or one because I wasn't sure, and two because I didn't want to assume Winnie the Pooh's gender.
What a high-pitched voice. Those are your 10 questions for a Monday evening. How did you do? Tot up your score, stick your score in the box below, and we'll see whether or not you got more or less than the four members of the Lancashire Hot Pots I've got in front of me. So this is going to be exciting. 4 players, everything to play for. First up, we will go and visit Bernard, who is rapidly scribbling down his score. When you've got your score, Bernard, give it to me, baby.
Yeah, pleased with that. Another good week. It's not going to be a winning score, but again, I found a level of consistency that I'm really pleased with. 6.
6 on 10. That's not so bad at all. Cheers, Bernard. Over to Bob. What did you get, Bob?
I changed the colour on my marking pen so as to kind of not cheat. But 8 on 10.
Oh, that's a solid
Good score. Good score.
8 on 10. Well done, Bob.
Yeah.
Just hold there while we speak to the other Hot Pots. Kenny, what did you get?
I have also got 8
Oh!
Of course. Oh, what a surprise.
And finally, Ron, what was your score this week?
7.
7. Oh, so we're entering a tiebreaker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Bob, Kenny, here's your tiebreak question. I want to know, in what year did the first McDonald's restaurant open in the UK? The closest person to that year will win. What year did the first McDonald's restaurant open in the UK? Write your year down on your tablet or pen and paper, non-specific, non-electronic device.
Okay.
First off, Bob, I will come to you. What year do you think the first Mackey's opened?
I said 1976.
1976.
Could be a close one.
See, I'd have been tempted with 50s. I'd have thought it was
Well,
early.
it was in America, yes, but
In America, yeah. But
it took a
over
while
here,
to get over here.
Kenny,
I've gone 80s.
Kenny, what
yeah, I was
year
thinking
do
80s
you
at first.
what year do you think the first McDonald's opened?
Again, I like Ron just said, I kind of at first thought 80s, but thought that might be a bit late considering the first one that opened in America. And then I just went, oh, so I'll go Star Wars year. So it's a very close one. If it's lower than 70,
there's only one year in it.
77 or higher. I think Bob's got this one. I think he probably is below that.
The first McDonald's restaurant to open in the UK was in 1974, which means Bob is the winner of this week's quiz. Wow.
Then.
I tell you
Well
what,
done.
sweat dripping,
Wow.
the tension so close.
Well done.
I remember.
And now the whole team, or the 5 8/6 of the whole team is back. The classic quiz is back. It's nice to see the two top players punching it out in a man-on-man, death-on-death action.
Titans of quizzing.
With only a year between it. Fantastic for the viewers.
I mean, like, you know, who wouldn't want this to go on a national TV, or indeed a regional TV station?
Wow. Wriggles, what do you think?
Yeah, I was trying to, in my mind, I was trying to think, if Kenny had won there, I think he'd have drawn it all level. I think we would have been, for the first time in the series, we would have been all square.
Yeah, so you've nudged ahead with maintaining a lead of 2.
6 points to that one.
So there's no better way to end this quiz than with Bob's new theme tune, which happened this weekend. Wriggle it just a little bit.
I want to see you wiggle. Right, we'll see you next Monday, Cockers. Cheers for tuning in. See the latters. Ta-da!